Hello, hello, hello! Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Obscure Gaming. I'm Zach, and I'll be your streamer for the night. I don't know if Charles or Alex are going to be jumping in. Don't know. We'll see. Usually it's just kind of, I make it to where I welcome everybody to hop in whenever they want to. If you are on our Discord right now and you want to be a part of this session, all you gotta do is go to our Discord, go to the stream room, is a voice chat room, and you can hop in and join us. I'm gonna go ahead and start the stream on my Discord and see. Hopefully this won't be too bad. Hopefully it won't disrupt my my stream flow here. Sometimes it does. There we go. So I have it streaming now on my Discord in the stream room so people can watch it without a delay, without a lag. I mean, there might be some lag here and there, but they'll be able to keep up with me in real time versus watching it on YouTube. If anybody out there is watching right now, I just want to welcome you. It's always good having people show up to these things, even if it's just one or two people. It's always nice having your company, and that means a lot to us. And I appreciate every one of you who show up, or even if you show up after the stream and you watch it. That's always awesome. So thank you very much. Without further ado, I guess let's hop into this, shall we? There we go. I'm gonna just say now, right off the bat, I am not good at this game yet. It's gonna take a little bit. I'll just fully admit that now. I've never played the Pokemon trading card game. Not once. Didn't know how to play it for a long time. I just collected the cards because I thought they looked cool and I like Pokemon. Now, I know how to play Pokemon, but not the trading card game. So, one of our viewers, Hothie, Alolan Hothie, I actually have her linked in the description below. You can actually check out her YouTube channel. She does a lot of like card reveals and buys Pokemon merch, and she's definitely the gal that you want to go to keep up with Pokemon store stuff. So, want to give Hothie a shout out. Want to give her YouTube channel a shout out. I'm very jealous of her Pokemon collection. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, I'm not very good at this thing, and from what I've seen so far, it wants me to really like. With the trainer challenge, it gives you only a specific deck to play with. I can either play with Crushing Current, Born of Fire, or Hidden Depths. And these decks suck. Like, these starting decks really suck. So I'm having a very hard time getting the deck that I want. Now, I do have two custom build decks that I've made, but apparently it will not let me use those decks. So it's only decks that it's providing me. So I'm kind of at a disadvantage with these things. I have versed a couple of people online and have gotten my ass kicked playing this. Mainly because I've only played like maybe 10 rounds, you know, using my decks. So I'm still learning as I go. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pick Born of Fire. And we're going to... Oh, wait, no, he's got a fire deck. So we want to use water. Oh, wait, no. Who are we versing? Are we versing Zach? Who are we versing? Who am I versing? Is this Zach? Is that who I'm fighting? Well, let's see what happens here. Okay, we're versing Mick. He's got a fire deck. So I'm glad I picked water. Although the water deck sucks. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm very bad about strategizing my energy, so I'm going to, for now, play defense. It's not exactly what I want to do just yet, but it's the first round. Oh, we got the Doduo. very delicious. What does this do? Search your deck for a water Pokemon, reveal it, and put it in your hand and shuffle. Yes, please. Ooh, Vaporeon. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, but you gotta, ugh. God, gross. Let's see. Whenever you attach an energy card from your hand to your Pokemon, this card is attached to heal 20 damage from it. Nice. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy. Yes, please. Give me those energy cards. Okay, so I'm going to wait, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that to you. It may not be a good idea. Still learning. Bear with me here. Fiery Torch. Okay, okay. Okay, so it's gonna be a bit until I can actually do anything with my Vaporeon. But he has 90. Let's add him into the mix. Oh, sweet healing. Can I do anything with him? No, I cannot. So I gotta build up 3 energies to make that play. Ugh. You know what? Maybe Vaporeon was not the way to go about it. Let's find a... Let's get you out. You only need 1 energy. That's all I'm gonna do for now. I just gotta play defense until then.
Ugh, God.
Okay. Let's bring out the Psyduck. Max potion heal for one of your Pokemon. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's go ahead and take down some of your health. Oh, 40. Yummy. Super potion. Ah, you. 20 out of 60, so it did 40 more damage. Delivery. I don't like any of these cards, if I had to be honest. I could do this and see what happens. He's not that low yet, but I don't want to take the chance. So... Oh no! It took away my things it did! Oh, fuck. What I want to know is, how the fuck am I gonna beat this? The deck that it gives me is so shit. Gee, thanks. Well, attack it. Don't pull out another heal card. I'm begging you at this point. I'm screwed. This round is over. It is over already. Each player shuffles his or her hand to her deck. Then each player draws a card from it. Okay. That's a little better. And the thing is, this deck does not have a Gyarados, from what I've learned. I can't play you. Whenever you attach an energy. So let's apply that to this bad boy here. Call it Dunsies. Hothie, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm not very good with this deck at all. Uh... No, no. Why does it give me such a shit hand? Look at this, man. I can't even, like, kill this one dude. Can I fold? Can I just, like, end the match now? I mean, it's pretty much game over. That's really what it is. Oh, I could have done that. I could have done the epic splash. Fuck. Well, I fucked up. Like I said, this is my first time really playing the game, so I'm still learning it. Takes me a little bit to catch on to card games. And that's over. Fuck you. I hate this, man. Like, these are the only decks it gives me. And they're all crap. I don't think electric's good against fire. Let's do fire against fire. Maybe I stand a chance with fire. Obviously, my water deck isn't doing anything for me. No. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna build up the Meowth the right way. Oh, okay. I like the sound of that. And again, you play... Look at this! Same card it started with! That cheapskate. How? It is rigged. How is that always your first Pokemon? I really don't... I'm not going to put too much effort into this. I already made a fuck up. Come on, Meowth. I am relying on you, buddy. I am relying on my Meowth at this point. Okay, buddy. Let's hope for Fury Swipes. Oh my god. I swear, dude, this game's rigged. It's rigged. I fucking hate you, Mick. Like, you are the devil incarnate. No damn joke. You're just the fucking itch on my taint is what you are. Look at this bullshit. Mick, fuck you, dude. Just fuck you. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. I'll do it. I need something. I need a hope. Ooh. My brain is thinking now. Knock away. That's a badass attack. But my Eevee isn't gonna last much longer. I need to find something to put out on the field before... No, you leave me no choice, you dick. Each player shovels his or her hand and draws 4 cards. There we go. I don't know why I did that. That was such a dumb move on my part. I should have put one of those weak ones out. Oh, what now, Mick? Huh? What happened? Oh. Mick. Nickelodeon, what happened, buddy? Oh. Yummy. When your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from the opponent's attack, you may move one basic energy card that is attached to that Pokemon to... Okay, cool. We'll put that on there. Aw, dude, fuck this. What the hell? I really need to take that asshole out. Returning flame. Roar, which does absolutely nothing. Come on, baby, gimme. Ugh. At least I was able to take down one card. I need a heal card, man. I have a feeling maybe I have a Flareon in my deck. For 90 HP or less to reveal it in your hand. Show me what you got. Do I have a Flareon? No, I do not. Gross. Well, it's not exactly what I wanted. Come on, heads! Yes! I need a heal, though. I really need a heal. And I don't think there is one in this deck at all. Oh, come on, give me a good one. Ah. I'll tell you one thing, this Snorlax has been saving my ass. Yes! I believe in the heart of the cards. Oh, thank God. I really need a heal. Come on, buddy. We can do the Snorlax. Okay, we're still in the game. We're still in the game. Ooh, what's this? Draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. During this turn, your Pokemon's attack do 20 plus more damage. I can't do that right now. I have over more. Oh, come on. Give me a Flareon. Come on. This is the most I've ever done to Mick. That's fine, that's fine, it's fine, it's all fine, it's all fine, it's all fine, it's all fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't you have 5 cards in your hand? I have well over 5 cards. That's not gonna work for me right now. We're just gonna have to wait. Stop it! Quit with the yawn. Turn all of your prize cards face up. That's all I got left, huh? That's all I can do at the moment. Okay, how strong is he right now? 90, that does 90. That's 10. Buck. Launch does 30. Search your deck for a supporter card, the basic energy card that reveals them. Put them into your hand. There we go. Okay. So right now, I'm gonna have to rely on my Tauros again. This is not good though. We're not at a good... We're not standing too hot right now. I can just say that right now. One more and he's gonna get it. Oh, now you give me a heal card. I got no choice. Give me some of these. Yes. Okay. Okay. He's gonna win. Mick is a fucking cheater. Fuck Mick. That's all I could say. Fuck Mick. No, I'm not ready to play, you stupid cocky son of a bitch. Well, let's see what we got with it. Oh my god, this is terrible. I have nothing. Oh my god.
Well, I have no choice.
Yeah, sure, I'll just let you go first, you know? It's whatever. Ooh. Kangaskhan, huh? I like the way you look. I could probably... No. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. We're buying time. We're buying time. Fuck you, Mick. You wait till I get my Mega Punch out, Mick. You wait. Go ahead and heal. Go ahead, Mick. I want you to heal. Oh. Mick, how the mighty have fallen. I'm being too cocky. Search your deck for Pokemon. Ugh. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of one energy. Wait. Discard 2 cards from your hand. If it can't discard 2 cards, you can't play this card. Search your deck for... Fuck! Oh, okay. Ooh. Voltorb's got some good moves. I'll take a Voltorb. Give me that Voltorb. Now! Enjoy the Mega Punch. Ugh. I want the Voltorb out, because all I need is 2 energies for him. I'm gonna go ahead and put these 2 out on the bench. Let's Mega Punch him, get him out of here. You're just buying time. How are you doing that? Get it out of here. I hate this thing. Give me something to heal, please. Give me something to heal. Oh, thank God. I finally beat Mick. 1 star, my asshole, Mick. Ugh. Fucking hate Mick. Is this kid gonna beat my ass? I have a feeling he will. Ooh. Kangaskhan. I'm gonna save you, though. Because you do 1. So we're okay for now. Draw 3 cards. Don't mind if I do. Huh. Let's switch a Pokemon out of your bench Pokemon. That might actually come in handy later on down the road. That's all I can do for now. Ooh, another Magnemite. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add that onto my Pikachu, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna gnaw. How many does he do for agility? 2 for agility. Let's build up the Kangaskhan. Let's try Gnaw again. Shut up! I just started playing this. I know nothing about this game. Come on, man. How are you not doing damage to him? Shut up, Ray. I just started playing this stupid game. Flip a coin if its head to prevent the effects, including damage done to the Pokemon during the opponent's turn. How is it not? What's this effect that's on it? Any damage done to the... Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Son of a bitch. Oh. Leveling up that. Shuffle your hand, draw 5 cards. Ah. Yeah, Pokemon was one of the big card games I never took the time to learn. Yeah, I just started playing it, so I have no clue what I'm doing at all. Can I switch out? Like, I'd like to be able to. Other than that, I'm just sitting here just doing jack shit. It's just a stalemate. Take out the Pikachu. Kill it. Kill the damn Pikachu already. God. Wait, what do you do? You do 20. You do 60. Yeah. I want that on there. Just do something, please. Fuck, dude. This is the most boring fucking match ever. I'll take that. I can't even withdraw the Pikachu. Like, it does nothing. Oh, wait, I can retreat. I'm such an idiot. I forgot I could do that in this game. Okay, you know what? Okay, here we go. Each player has 8 Pokemon as their bench. When it leaves each player, discard the bench Pokemon until they have 5 Pokemon on his own bench. You know what? I'm gonna retreat. Yes. We're putting you out now. Now! Night, night. I forgot I could do that. Aww. Did he not get to do his bubbles? Did he not get to do the bubbles? I'm sorry. I'm currently chilling out with my newly hatched Darkling Beetle while he figures out how his legs work. Aww. That's cute. Oh, I sure got a lot of Furos. So did it like just... When did it hatch? Did it hatch today or yesterday?
More energy.
Ow.
Mega punch that thing! Get it out of here!
Ooh. One of those cards attached to your active Pokemon is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if that Pokemon is knocked out. Wait. I'm trying to read this. Whenever the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if that Pokemon is knocked out, draw 2 cards. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon reveals. Oh, God. Ooh, having a Spearow would be nice right about now. We have nothing else, so I will go with another Voltorb. Like right now as we're talking. Oh, that's cool. That's really neat. Well, I guess I can't do anything to you right now, so... Quit showing off and just do it. Just end it. Alright, don't show this again. Charge up that Magnemite. You wait. Your luck's gonna run out, Calvin. Oh no. What did I say about your luck, Calvin? I'll wait. I think I'll wait. And beat the snot out of your Pokemon. I think I'm taking up bug keeping and breeding some other insects. You should. I mean, you seem very passionate about it. Oh my god, I got a bunch now. Man, this deck sucks. Why'd they give me such a shitty deck? I think I'm gonna Mega Punch you again. Get it out of here. Let's end it already. Yay, victory! Oh, I got a Raichu added. Okay, so we're reversing Alley now. Let's just keep building up the Crushing Current. You had a feeling we'd be meeting soon, huh? Well, I don't know about that. Eventually I'm gonna get my deck built up to where I can actually like verse people online and not be too afraid and kind of learn the game a little bit more. You know what? Let's start. You would buy me some time. I need that Kangaskhan to buy me. I need that Rattata to buy me time. Each player can have 8 Pokemon on her bench. When the card leaves play, each player discards the bench Pokemon.
Kangaskhan, you know what I mean?
Gives me responsibility, plus it's neat to see how self-sustaining the hobby is. All I need to do is buy oatmeal and some lettuce or something. Hey, I mean, that's not going to be an expensive, purchase either, so I think you got it. I'm gonna buy more time. You can get the first attack on me. I'm waiting on my Kangaskhan to come out. Like I said, I am... Ooh. Hey. Things are looking pretty sniffy. Even when an insect dies, its body gets used in the process. Yeah, that's true. It does. I definitely learned a lot about insects doing pest control. You kind of learn how to gain a respect for certain insects and how their biology works. Oh no. Now we need to build up the Raichu. You go ahead and have your turn. I'm gonna do this now. Ooh, another one. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I don't want to do that. Oh, I can't do anything because I don't have a energy on this guy. Let's see. Haha, oh yeah. Sometimes I forget your job. Yeah, it's not always it's not always a memorable job for some people, but it's quite all right. I'm just kind of waiting for him to kill me now. Stop with your nonsense and just fight. Okay, that's all I needed you to do. 110.
I brought the big boy out now.
Mega punch that buddy. How did I lose? How did I lose an energy I did? Draw 3 cards. Oh god, I'm gonna need that, yeah. Oh, thank god. Okay, you can make it for another hit.
The tables have turned. Your pathetic sproink won't last much longer, my dear, as I'm afraid your sproink has ran out.
What does this card do? Search your deck for 3 Pokemon and reveal them to your hand. Okay. Nope. Right now we're just gonna build up the Raichu. Actually. Oh, I could play them? I do like my Magnemite. Actually, you know what? No. If we have a Rattata, we can get the Raticate out. I feel like a CCG junkie. I see people playing card games and it starts feeling the itch. Hey, I know what you mean. I've been on like a Yu-Gi-Oh rampage lately and like watching the anime and just been really getting into card games lately. Oh, shuffle your hand and draw 5 cards. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dirty pool. Dirty pool indeed. I have to get rid of this now. Get out of here. That's not cool. You attacked all my bench Pokemon. It's gonna take him a little bit to get to that. Oh my god, there's so many goodies. Search your deck with 3 Pokemon, reveal them into your hand. Shuffle, discard 2 of your cards from your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it. Draw 5 cards. You know what? That seems like a really good idea at the moment. I need a heal. Give me a potion. Come on, I'm feeling lucky. The heart of the cards failed me.
Well,
that's alright. Look at the top 2 cards in your deck and put one of them into your hand. Discard the other card. What a useless fucking thing. Well, at least I have another one. Sorry, Sproink, but you're going down. You see, I'm relying heavily on this bad boy to get the job done. You know, Ray, do they have... You know what game you need to teach me, Ray? You need to teach me, Magic the Gathering. I've never played Magic the Gathering, and I've always wanted to. Draw 3 cards. Yes, please. Put basic Pokemon from your discard pile into your bench. Ooh. Someone got a Fearow. But yeah, if you're willing to teach me Magic the Gathering, I'd be happy to play that with you. Victory! Oh, if you want to, Ray, I'm in the stream room on voice chat on my Discord. If you want to hop in voice chat with me and hang out, that'd be fine with me. We could chat that way.
Electric, huh? Electric versus electric.
Let's do that. Let's do electric versus electric. I'm not feeling too lucky. This guy looks like he's like, I don't know, like an old man that's trying to be young looking. He's the DILF. I have nothing I can use. Well, let's see if I can get something better. Okay. That's really all I can do at the moment. Okay, let's draw. Draw 3 cards. Definitely got some good energy cards going now. Flip a coin, your opponent might be paralyzed. Yes! You cannot attack me at this moment.
Howdy.
Hey, how's it going?
Goes good.
Good. What you been up to today?
Not much. I started coming down with a bit of a cold, so...
Yeah, you sound kind of,
taking it easy.
you sound kind of congested.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, my viewer Hothie got me into this game, and now I'm like trying to figure out Pokemon. Never played the game.
I'm kind of fascinated by Pokemon because it's one of those things where it's like I've never never just sat down to learn the game or anything or collect cards.
Yeah.
Actually, I almost became a Pokemon master, but when I was very young and I just started getting into the hobby, I traded my entire collection of Pokemon cards for someone's entire collection of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and never looked back.
Oh no. Yeah. I had a really good collection of cards at the time, and they got stolen from me. I also had a really good Yu-Gi-Oh deck whenever I used to duel a lot, and somebody stole my entire Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah.
I was super frustrated. And the thing is, I know the guy who stole my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. He's just a thief by nature.
That is kind of how some people are. I used to have a friend when I was in like elementary school, and he was just like a compulsive liar and a thief, and like no amount like we forgave him for a lot of the stuff, and no amount of like, you know, trying to steer him out of that would change how he was.
Yeah, it's sad that there's people like that. Makes you wonder, you know, like if they're ever gonna find help that's gonna, you know, get them out of that. This guy also, I used to work with him when I was working at Kroger, and he made the mistake to steal from Kroger as well. So he obviously hasn't turned from his ways, which is kind of sad.
Oh man, for a very short amount of time, I worked at a dollar store, and I swear, like 50% of the employees were stealing from the dollar store.
Oh, I guarantee you they were.
Working at a dollar store is like dollar stores are like I would say the one career, the one legitimate career that thieves disproportionately control.
Oh, I can imagine that. Yeah. It's like the dollar store, it sadly brings in like the lower class people who are just not the best people.
Right.
And I'm not saying like I'm above them or anything, but I am saying like, you know, I have seen.
I am above the raw. I get you. I mean,
Yeah.
I worked at a dollar store. I'm not a thief.
Yeah.
But it was just like, but it was just like an open secret that people were like stealing, not just, and you think it's like, oh, they probably pocketed like some snacks or something from one of the aisles and just walked out the door with it. Nah, it was like one time me and another employee watched someone fill a basket, put it in the back of the store, and they were just like, I'll pay for it before I leave. And you know, it makes sense because, you know, when you're on the floor, you're not carrying around your wallet or anything. Or I guess you wouldn't be carrying around a purse. You might be carrying around a wallet, but I digress. And then we watched her just grab the basket of items, bag it, and leave.
Yeah. That's that's not good. That's no bueno. I've seen some really shady people in retail. And just working in retail, you just see some of the shadiest people who try to get away with some of the most criminal stuff you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ah, I won that match.
I swear my H key is always slightly sticks with my caps lock.
Oh yeah?
I punch in this password probably like once a week. And every single time, without fail, a week apart from each other, I always run into the issue of I try to punch in my my password, and in the password there is an H that is right after something I have capitalized, and that H I always accidentally capitalize
Oh my god.
without fail.
Without fail, let me tell you.
Like, it's gotten to a point where even if if it tells me, oh, your password's wrong, I correct the H. I don't even have to see what character it is. I know that's the problem.
Yeah. I'm trying out a new deck. This deck sucks.
Oh, like, that's the other thing I love about card games is like the different deck types. Like,
Yeah.
it's so good.
It really is. Like,
Like,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
you know, you can go.
I was gonna say I've just been so into card games lately, just the whole deck type thing, and it's just, missed it.
Right? It's just like, it's one of those hobbies where it's like, it's expensive to maintain. That's
It
my
really
big problem.
is.
So like, I'm so happy that more digital card games are coming out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
like for the longest, like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh were the two games that I played physically growing up, and I'm so happy that Magic the Gathering has Magic Arena now. Um, empty like Magic the Gathering Online it's dated and jank. I'll say that. And then if you're not interested in like the current structure of Magic the Gathering Arena, there is I mentioned it a few times in our previous conversation about T.C.G's, but there's a software called Cockatrice, which is kind of just like a sandboxy um, uh, Magic the Gathering simulator that is kind of just out there. And then there's another one that's also pretty good. I like how you're playing Pokemon and I'm just going on about Magic, but also Yu-Gi-Oh has Duel Links and also something similar to Cockatrice. And then you have Pokemon here, which has a seemingly competent digital card game. Yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that since I've not played it.
Played what now? Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links?
Oh no, the game you're playing right now.
Oh, I'll say this about the game so far. Like, it basically taught me the basics of Pokemon, the card game, which I didn't know how to play until just now. So that's definitely a plus. Like, it taught me a lot about this game. However, I still got a lot of learning to go. But
Oh, that's the other thing. Like, the digital card games for all of these games does such a good job at getting you started.
oh yeah, and
I don't think like I have zero I have zero thought that you're gonna have difficulty picking up Magic, because out of all of the card games, I think Magic is the easiest to just pick up and learn.
mhm. I definitely want to learn how to play Magic. That's for sure.
It uses the smallest number values. Like it'll like straight up use ones and twos, and it also it's a very uniform game. So like whenever a new type of ability comes out, it usually comes out with a set. So it gives people like newer people have more to learn, but people who have been around a long time, they kind of have like a quick there's a very easy quick reference guide to all of the abilities of everything basically. Although I actually stopped playing Magic for a while because they committed like two different cardinal sins in the same set, and that was relying overly on text to describe abilities and effects, and giving people a like a free draw of very powerful, very specific cards that they could just kind of like pocket.
Hmm.
And it threw out the balance of the card game so much that the mechanics to that second thing I mentioned had to be changed.
Really
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
And like I'm like a big card game nerd.
Oh yeah.
At least at least when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic. To the point where I even take like a gander at their tournament scenes and how that works.
Yeah.
And this is sorry, you can...
No, I was just agreeing with you. I was listening to what you were saying.
Oh yeah. And I think the one thing, like, Yu-Gi-Oh was like, in my lifetime I've had more Yu-Gi-Oh cards than any other cards in any other card game. I think, like, I didn't have the biggest collection. I was always kind of a little poor boy, but I think I totaled at about 800 cards. I didn't have the biggest selection of rares and stuff because usually you you had like the rares were usually like cornerstone cards of decks. And that's
Right.
kind of how it goes with most card games. So I had the odd few like really lucky pulls I got from packs and stuff like that, but for the most part, I was in it to just collect cards to get a competent like usable deck, and it was good. I was never as much into the collecting so much as the playing, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that being said, I after kind of like discovering Magic later on, I don't think I can go back to I can never go back to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Really?
It's because Magic does a few things that honestly is very heavy in preference. I just, like, with the way Magic does it, it just kind of clicked with me. And that is, if you're not a serious Magic player, none of this applies to you. Or if you play certain formats, some of this applies to you. But if you play the most, like, the main format that Magic the Gathering focuses on, which is kind of what they set up as their big competitive thing. It's basically seasonal content, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You're you're allowed to use sets within a certain range, so it's like when the 2021 set came out, or yeah, the 2021 set I think came out already. That was basically the core of the new season of Magic the Gathering competitive play. And in a physical card game, this is the most annoying thing because you keep needing to re-buy the cards.
Ugh.
But here's the thing. In the digital card game where you can earn free cards, and cards in general are just a lot cheaper, that works a lot better. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't do that. Like most of the cards from the first few sets that ever came out, they're still legal to use. There's a lot of banned cards and forbidden cards, but for the most part, you can make a deck out of cards from every set of the entire game, which sounds amazing and fun and awesome until you realize everyone else can do that too. Meaning, when people draw cards, you cannot plan for every strategy because at this point, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has too many strategies.
Yeah. Way too much. It's
And-
just, at this point, it's like a troll strategy.
And yeah, like, I'm not gonna say that I agree with everything in Magic the Gathering's tournament play and such either. And especially some seasons of Magic the Gathering have been horrible. Huge, very unbalanced cards would be running rampant, and they'd have to rein them in. But oh my god, is it so hard to rein in the card game when every card from every set was available? So even though during like I might take a break from Magic the Gathering for an entire year because they release a set that just breaks the game for me. But despite that, I will still go back to Magic because a year later, the thing that pissed me off and made me quit is no longer in the game.
Really?
And that can really save a card game, let me tell you that. Oh man.
See, now you make me want to play learn how to play Magic just so I can give that a shot because I haven't played Magic before.
I literally like it's been a while since I played. So I have to go back and like I'm literally going through and setting up my decks and stuff to play Magic again. It's like, I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to like I miss playing Yu-Gi-Oh with people, but I'm kind of scared to like jump into an actual Yu-Gi-Oh match with somebody now because there's so much new stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Yu-Gi-Oh is intimidating to go back to, and I think that's not my problem. Isn't that I don't like? It isn't that I hate Yu-Gi-Oh. If I could comprehend the sheer like overarching game, then I think I could go back to it. But it is just so intimidating to tackle now.
Oh yeah, it really is. And then you have like all these cards that are like,
I know, I'm gonna do this or that, this or that. You're like, oh god.
Like there's a term for people who go online and try to make look up other people's like decks and try to make them in real life and take them to tournaments, and those people are referred to as net deckers. People don't like net deckers because generally every net decker will play what they perceive is the best possible deck, and they'll just buy those specific cards, and it doesn't really add to like the reason why, and this goes for any card game. The reason I think having physical locations where you could go and play the game with people is important is because when you play like Magic the Gathering Arena or stuff like that, you can like it is really competitive. But when you do it at like a local store, you're there like a lot of the time you're there to make friends. You're not there to like just roll up and just stomp the competition. Like people don't show up to game night like Seto Kaiba.
yeah.
I dueled him to submission. Some would call him an ambulance.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always enjoyed about whenever I used to go to competitions was that making the friends, the connections was really good. Like respecting the duelist and getting to know their strategies and how they play and learn from them really. That was always really cool. I met some really good people, like some really awesome duelists whenever I used to duel in tournaments. And then I met some people who were there that just didn't give a shit. Like I had this one kid I was dueling that he didn't know what he was doing. I was like, you can't do that, buddy. You gotta do this. And he's like, oh, well then I do this. I'm like, you can't do that either. So it was interesting. I don't know. I'm actually versing someone online right now, so I have no clue what this guy's planning.
Are you getting absolutely rocked right now?
No, right now we're both kind of at a standpoint. It's I think what we're doing is we're both strategizing, like we're putting our best to the side and getting ready to strategize because we have not made an attack on each other yet. He could do an attack on me right now, but he's not doing it. He's buying time. And I understand why he's buying time. I see what he's doing, and it's dirty. What he's doing's dirty. That's kind of what I'm just doing too. Is I'm buying time.
You know, it's also really awesome.
What's
Whenever you come back to Magic the Gathering Arena, every time they release a set, they release a code that gives you 3 free packs. And if you haven't played for a year, you get a bunch of packs to open up, and that's just so satisfying to come back to.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Like I'm just punching in all of the codes that I neglected to post. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Now I can finally attack.
I did 30 damage to your Wobbuffet. What are you gonna do?
My Articuno's ready to come out and play. He probably knows that too. He's been seeing what I've been doing to my Articuno. Probably what's gonna happen is we're gonna run out of rounds before anybody actually kills one Pokemon. Actually, he may get rid of my Gyarados first. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My Gyarados is getting screwed. That's okay. I've got some cards to play. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I'm already kind of excited. It looks like the new set's all about vampires and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's a little extra special for me because the deck I mainly played was white black, which is the white element in Magic the Gathering is like light, and they focus on like healing yourself and healing your basically there's a lot of healing going on and life gain going on. And then in the black decks, there's a lot of life steal and sacrifice going on. So I've had this essentially vampires in Magic the Gathering kind of do both. There's a lot of white-black vampires that deal with healing and deal with like sacrifice and lifesteal, and I'm like, that is. I hope that that's still the case coming back because that'll be fun.
Yeah. Do they so wait, do vampires in the game, do they steal life and stuff?
It's usually just like a rough theme that the cards are based around.
Yeah.
So I can probably get into like some of the specifics if I remember them.
I can tell you this now, I'm gonna lose this round. I already know it. This guy's been playing Pokemon for quite a while.
Oh, you know what else? When you buy a lot of the like physical like starter decks for Magic the Gathering, you get a code that just gives you the deck in game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't Yu-Gi-Oh do the same thing?
Yu-Gi-Oh games were awesome about that. They didn't just do like codes. There was a code on the card. So most Yu-Gi-Oh games would have a register thing where you could punch in that code and you'd get a copy of that card.
Oh,
and you could do that. Like, I think that's like that doesn't work. Obviously, that doesn't work for all Yu-Gi-Oh games, but like every GBA one, every DS one, I think. That was especially interesting because the DS ones eventually started doing online themselves. So I remember playing, I think it was one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX games online, and I was like punching in card after card, and eventually I even just started looking up card codes online and punching those in.
Yes. I remember whenever, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was so big in its time, I remember there was a phone number that you can call, and it would let you know like if it was it would let you know if there was like a you could like say, hey, this person's wanting to trade me this for that. Is that a good trade? And they're like, let me look that up, and they'll look it up, and they're like, nope, that's a terrible trade. Don't do that. But now, like, you try calling that number on the box, it's just a sex hotline.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm about to fold here. You've won the round, buddy. Good game.
So here I am cracking my first set of cards, and I didn't get anything too interesting, but here's a good example of a theme and a card color kind of going together, and that's a black mind leech ghoul, which is a zombie. When I said that they have like little like labels, it's code words. So one of the things in on this card, it just says exploit, and the tag exploit is an effect. Exploit when a creature enters the battlefield, or when you play a card with exploit, you just sacrifice another card.
Yeah.
So you can see the zombie theming there, right?
Right.
But in most cases that's not necessarily the most beneficial thing. But when this card does it, yeah, it has an added effect, which is just a small little piece of text that says, when Mind Leech Ghoul exploits a creature, each opponent exiles a card from their hand. Simple and clean, not too much text. It's a good card. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm very big into card game design, and one of the to bring it back to Pokemon, since you're playing it, and it's good to stay relevant. Pokemon cards have very small amounts of text. It uses a symbol system, which like you don't need to have like big long lines of text that say this requires this much like water energy. It's simple,
Right.
and that's how a card game should try to strive for. And this is why I see so many like cardinal sins committed in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, which breaks my heart because I like it so much.
I know. I agree with you 100% on that, because the freaking in the beginning, Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't so complicated. The basic Yu-Gi-Oh rules in the beginning was great, and then they started banning all the cards that we played with, and then it's now it's just like it's so much reading and to keep up with. It's just like I can't even. And then there's the XYZ cards. Like, I don't understand any of this. Not a damn thing do I understand. Maybe Goldeen will be a good one to put this on. Let's retreat. Now we can do our delicious Hydro Splash. But I agree with you. Pokemon, I mean, the game was designed for, like, what? 8 and up, I believe.
Yeah.
With that in mind, that kids are actually going to play it.
Oh man, that's a really interesting mechanic.
What's that?
There is a system they added with the newest deck, which is like a night and day system to it's like a night and day mechanic to Magic the Gathering. Essentially, you can play a card, like in this example that I found here. It's Wary Prisoner, who is not a very strong card. It's a very defensive card. Wary prisoner can't even attack, actually. It can only defend. But when it has an ability called Daybound, which, if I understand it correctly, I'm still kind of learning the new mechanics. When you play a Daybound card, it becomes day. So Wary Prisoner, in its Daybound form, is just a very good defensive card. That's about it. But
Yeah.
if you play a Nightbound card, it becomes night, and the Wary Prisoner becomes the Wrathful Jailbreaker.
Ooh.
And the Wrathful Jailbreaker is a really strong card and doesn't have the inability to attack. In fact, the Wrathful Jailbreaker has to attack. It has no choice at that point.
Hmm.
That's another
Interesting.
thing. I love that card games are more and more going online because we're seeing a lot of new interesting things.
Oh yeah.
Like it's easier to track these mechanics where it's like a day and night cycle. Tracking that in the physical card game would be a pain in the ass. And it's still done, but it's a pain in the ass.
Right.
Like I think any card game that wants to take itself seriously honestly needs to invest in a digital version of itself.
Oh, definitely. 100%. Especially like if you don't want to like go out and buy the physical cards, you could just have an app, have a game to play it on.
Yeah. And like we even talked about like, or theorized about making our own card game before. And I brought up like, designing it within something like Tabletop Maker.
Yeah,
Or
I
Tabletop
still would like to
Simulator.
do that. I would definitely
I
still
do
like
too.
to do
Like
that.
I'm coming to this like epiphany that I'm not really one who enjoys executing just about anything. I'm lazy. I know my limits and I know my flaws, but I like planning. If I had a job that was just me doing research and planning, I could probably do that forever non-stop. But, as soon as the job of putting a plan into action takes place, I'm like, God, that's a lot of work. And it's like, I know it's a lot of work. I fucking planned it.
I did that. Yeah, I still
I
want to.
specifically made it a lot of work.
I definitely want to finish that card game with you. I still have a lot of really great ideas and expansion pack ideas for it. I think it'll come out well once it's polished.
There's been so many like, can I just say like I am just overjoyed that like the card battler became an entire genre of its own, and that it's so like it's adopted. Those are some of my most enjoyed games.
Yeah, I definitely love me my my card games. I'm glad card games are the thing, cause it's just such a friendly competition. It's a lot of fun, and I don't know. There's just such a charm about it. Ooh, yes, give me that.
Honestly, I feel like the easiest way to get someone into actually, you know what? All it takes is someone who's really just knowledgeable about a specific card game. The way if you're knowledgeable about a card game, you want someone to like take an interest in picking it up. Unless they're just absolutely not interested in card games at all, in which case you're not gonna squeeze water out of a rock. But I think the best way is to get them into the digital version and just get them to do the tutorial, you know? But,
Yeah.
like, supplement it. Be like, because, like, I know you as a person, and I can ask you specific, like, targeted questions. Like, for instance, when you play a card game, are you the type of person who likes to meticulously draw out a match to like whittle your opponent down, or are you the type who wants to win very early on before they can do something about it?
I'm one of those people that I'm kind of iffy with it. So what I'll do is I will make them think that I am that type of opponent, but really what I'm doing is I'm just drawing out the match. I like to switch it up on my opponents every once in a while, change out my strategy. Kind of make them think that
Sorry,
that's the type of opponent that I am.
like, see, and it's like if being tricky is something that appeals to you, then, like, you know, it's like maybe lean when you do get into Magic, maybe I loathe suggesting this because it is my least favorite color, but if being tricky and basically pulling the wool over someone's eyes is your goal, you want to pick blue.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because, for instance, I've seen people make a deck where it's like they'll let you, and then they'll save a card, and they'll beat you without you even losing hit points, because like maybe they the entire time you were setting up your very visible like legion just ready to like wait for a moment to attack. They were carefully like removing cards from your deck, or
Mm-hmm.
removing, or like setting up like blue is all about setting up something, like whether that be like a repeated draw on your end, so that way you start drawing all your cards. The example deck I was going to use was I play the deck I played would usually end up with one card that's really strong, a backup in case the really strong card got killed, and then a lot of ways to protect those two cards. um, and I'd go up against a blue deck, which would start drawing card after card after card after card and stalling my side of the field. So I couldn't attack, but my units were just getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And then they played this card, which, as long as this card's on the field, if they draw their last card, if they just run out of cards, they would normally lose. But if this card is on the field, that is now a win condition for them. And I didn't know this, so I was helping them lose cards by by essentially like forcing them to, like, one of the tactics is they'll play a card that makes both sides lose cards from their deck, and like, you know, it's just like, oh, I'll let them do that. It gives me, like, you know, if it throws things in my graveyard, I can bring it back because I play the deck that deals in resurrecting things.
Yeah.
And then I just get like they draw they draw their last pathetic card, and it turns out that was the win condition the entire time.
I had a strategy with a Yu-Gi-Oh deck at one point that was it relied heavily on vampire type cards, because what was great about it was the vampiric koala, which was my favorite card, and the works is whatever damage it does, whether it actually hurts the monster in defense or not, the different total in the damage versus the points of the opposite card, it will still subtract that from the player's life points. So no matter what, I'm still attacking their life points. But what I always did was I built up a good defense and waited. I just waited and planned, and I let them burn out their resources on their good cards, and then just all of a sudden near the end just wail on them like, all right, here we go, here comes the show.
Oh
And
my god.
just take them out in one hit and like, I'm sorry, but it's over.
So, I know I keep going on about all these different things in Magic the Gathering, but like it's because there's so much new stuff to me. And they added in a crossover with Dungeons and Dragons.
Really?
And this is interesting because if you're familiar with a lot of Dungeons and Dragons things, there is a lot of iconic stuff. And I didn't even realize I was opening Dungeons and Dragons packs until I cracked open the first one and saw Beholder and was like, "Oh man, like normally, well, both Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons are run by or owned by Wizards of the Coast, but when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons specifically, Wizards of the Coast is really, really like weird about their IPs. Essentially, they have a whole bunch of copywritten material, and one of them is the Beholder. Any other game or franchise that uses a Beholder-like enemy oftentimes can't actually call it a Beholder. But yeah, I saw the card and it was like Beholder, and I was like, oh, hey, cool. And then I started looking at the cards a little more carefully, and there is a venture into the dungeon mechanic, which is a choose your own adventure during a card game. So, like, for instance, we have this Plenaire ally, and there is a supplement card that has Dungeon of the Mad Mage, Lost Mine of the Fandelver, and Tomb of Annihilation, which each has like little like dungeon style rooms that you go in and do like I don't know the full extent of this mechanic, but there's clearly like a mechanic going on where you go through the dungeon, get little benefits. So like at dungeon level 1, you can either create a treasure token, which in Magic the Gathering is used as a means of like basically it's free resources to summon stuff. Or you could choose to target a creature and that creature can't attack. And then when you further go through the dungeons, you get more and more of these little like additions. And I'm like, man, in the time I've taken not playing this game's gone and done a few like really neat things.
I never knew that they did the little. I didn't know they did that. So that's actually pretty interesting that they did that.
Oh, to go back to the whole Wizards of the Coast thing. The company is just called Wizards of the Coast, but I heard my friend like recite this one time, and it kills me every time. If you choose to use a creature that belongs to the Wizards of the Coast, they will cast their most powerful spell, Cease and Desist.
That's funny. Cease and desist.
Like I remember it so vividly the first time I heard it, and it still kills me just as much as it did the first time. It's like such a clever joke.
That is a really funny joke.
Oh, you're gonna beat up a kid at Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat him up. Wait, no. Oh wait, this isn't what I wanted to do.
You find it kind of weird that fully grown adults will literally like approach a child and take their money through force.
Hey, to be fair, they wanted to fight. So I don't feel too bad. They wanted to fight, then they get a fight. It's funny though, cause the kid's name is Tyson. He's like, please don't make any like lunch meat jokes. Hurry up and take it out already. Wait, choose a Pokemon from your bench to be active. Well, I guess I have no choice then now, don't I? Let's see. I'm gonna do this.
Oh man, I think they really outdid themselves with some of the card designs of the new sets.
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
like super into it. There's this like four-armed angel that creates like these like clockwork machines, or like they're like mechanical, but they're very ornamental, and I think that's really cool.
Huh. Oh, damn it. This still did a lot of damage to you, didn't it? I actually have some Magic the Gathering cards somewhere. I just don't know where they're at. And I never really learned how to play the game, but I really do want to learn how to play that game.
You're gonna learn how to play it, and you're gonna be like, this is so simple. Why didn't I ever like look into this earlier?
Why didn't I do this sooner?
Like when I first learned it, I was already kind of like I was a teenager when I picked up Magic. I was a child when I learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I as an as an adult, I look back and I was like, why the hell did it take me so long to figure out Magic the Gathering when I figured out Yu-Gi-Oh! As a literal child?
Yep, I know what you mean. It's like, it makes me wonder why it's taken me this long to learn how to play Pokemon the trading card game. Like, why did it take me this long to play this?
I feel the same way with Pokemon. I still haven't learned it, and at this point I'm like, like no matter when I decide to, it has already been significantly too late because I already know too much.
Hey, it's not too late. You could still pick it up. I got good faith in you.
Sorry for coughing all over your stream.
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna cough all over my stream too.
I love this character. It's called Spectacle Mage. It's a bird shaman, and it is basically a human being shaped character with a very round owl head, and it almost but like very serious looking.
I'm trying to think what would be another good card game to play on stream.
You should just become a card game channel. That's what you should. That's the niche you should like corner.
Just, yeah, give everything else. We're gonna give everything else up and do card games. Because I actually, I honestly would not mind just doing card games because I love card games.
Me too. I think anything. I like the games that have a repetition, that you can basically play forever, and there's always things you can learn. And card games are basically that, because there you will never finish a combination of cards.
Yep.
There's always tweaking you could do whenever you go up against a different person and their like very uniquely designed deck. There's always some way you could have made your deck better against that person, but it would have made your deck worse against some other asshole.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Come on, give me an energy card or something, or kill my Rattata already. Jeez.
Oh, and if you do want to get into the physical card game, I think I have the best way you could do it.
Okay.
And it would even be fun because like if you want to do this, I could probably do this. I could probably pick up the same thing I was gonna suggest to you, and we could have like little online matches.
Ooh, yes, that would be
Yeah, I
great.
think that'd be great.
I would love that.
There are websites that will sell like kind of like curated starter decks in a sense, where it's like you're they like it's usually card companies that sell cards in bulk. Oftentimes they'll get like a flat of packs, crack them open, and sell singles, but it leaves a lot of like cheap cards on the table. And what they do is they put these cards together into a very inexpensive but like playable deck, and they theme it around stuff. So, like for instance, one of the themes that they did for a deck was a deck made entirely of cats. Your strategy was using cat cards and buffing cats.
Yeah. I love
Then
cat.
there was also
I love that idea.
me too.
Cat cards. That's awesome.
You could do that with a lot of like Magic. Like that's the other thing I like about Magic. Magic is simple to understand and get the hang of, but some of the strategies get so specific. Because cats, for instance, are they're kind of a generic beast card. They show up in just about every color. You can find cats in the red category, white category, blue, black, all of them. There's just cats in all colors. So normally that would be a very bad strategy to use every single color just because you need as many cats as possible. But that stops becoming a problem when you access all of the cards that buff only cat units.
Interesting.
And I can just nerd out about these card games all goddamn day.
I could just nerd out about this all day.
I'm like so into card games, dude. I know I've been mostly talking about Magic the Gathering, but that's just because I'm most knowledgeable about that one. But like hell, I don't even like Hearthstone. But you would have seen me at one point just playing it nonstop. The only reason I don't play it is because it's it is probably one of the most expensive card games to keep fun.
I you play that one or not?
Oh, I kind of like gave up on it a long time ago.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. I basically I stuck to it for a season, and after that I was just like, this is way too much.
Damn, I'm about to get fucked. I need one energy card, please. Just give me one damn energy card.
Let's see if my oh, and I don't know if you've ever felt this way about any of the card games you've gotten into, but I feel a loyalty almost to the colors I have chosen. And like in Yu-Gi-Oh, it was the same way. It's like I had a strategy and I stuck to that as long as I could.
Yeah. Oh, I did too. I had a strategy for as long as I could, but then, like, when you use it for so long against opponents, they start to learn that strategy. And so I try to, like, anytime I go into a duel, I always try to, like, change it. I always try to, like, 180 my strategy. Sometimes it works for the better, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, thank God I can do some stuff now.
Oh, and when old mechanics stop showing up, new mechanics come into Magic. That's the learning curve right there. Is learning just the new mechanics. Like, I don't need to teach you about fairy tales or nothing, because those don't exist anymore in the current card game.
Really?
Well, in the standard card game, there's still other ones, but like, great googly moogly, did I hate that freaking deck type. That was in Throne of Eldraine? I think it might have been Throne of Eldraine. Yes, it was Throne of Eldraine. God, I hated these some of these cards. There was this strategy where you took a black cat and the goddamn witch from the goddamn gingerbread story, and you basically instant won the game because you just kept sacrificing the cat, and the cat kept coming back the very next day.
I felt so much emotion from that.
Like, I'm legitimate, like, that, like, whenever someone pulled the black cat cauldron strategy out, that legitimately always pissed me off, without exclusion.
It was just so
I could win and the victory would still be bittersweet.
Oh, that was perfect. That got me off guard. There was so much emotion to that.
Oh yeah, this is what would happen. God, I hate it so much. So there's an ability called Bake into a Pie. You destroy a creature and you create a food token. You sacrifice the food token and gain 3 life. The cat, as I said, would come back the very next day. And every time you sacrifice this cat, it would just return the next turn. That wasn't cool, because there was another ability which every time you gained life caused your opponent to lose life. So without interacting with your side of the field, they had this engine that they would keep playing over and over again just to make you lose all of your life without you being really able to do anything, unless you were like rocking a blue deck and had like counterspell or something.
Yeah. The emotion still gets me.
Oh man, I'm not joking. Like, I got very serious about playing Magic the Gathering for a while.
I believe it. You I've had some moments in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I hate versing Earth decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there is so much shady shit you can do with an Earth deck. It's unbelievable.
I think for me, it's like I like matches that are close. Whether I win or lose, I like putting up the fight. What I do not like, however, is feeling like I have a match in the bag and just losing for what seems like a reason I could do nothing about. That is when a card game goes from being enjoyable to being complete trash.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Oh, the worst feeling too is when you play a card game and you know you're defeated. Like, even if it's like 10 turns ahead of the match, you're like, I already know I'm defeated. Like, I have nothing that is going to change this outcome.
Yeah,
Like,
that's definitely one.
not even trying to defend myself is going to help at this point.
Oh, something that just especially just grinds my gears is when you have a card, or when your opponent has a setup on their side of the field, which you have nothing to stop, and they could win in the next turn if they just committed to it. And they just stall for ages, keeping you in a match that you have no hope of winning. It is... Oh, that is one of the most demoralizing, like...
Oh yeah,
things you can do.
definitely. Damn it.
I made an argument over going to like casual matches at like game stores and stuff like that. I will even I will make an argument against it too, because you often don't get those people who will draw out a match online because they're just there to win and move on to the next match because time is money. But in a more social environment where egos get in the way, you get those people who show up, think they're the hottest shit, and they're just toying with people who they play with. And my god, like, you can get some obnoxious people at games.
You get some real Seto Kaibas there.
Yeah, I dueled your grandpa into submission. Call a hospital for him.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I had most duels I have are pretty humble, and you know, some of the nicest people I've ever met that actually, whenever I duel them, they'll come back to me later with feedback like, hey, this is what your problem was, like this is what you did, maybe if you tried this strategy next time that might help you in this match. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's a good idea. But like I had one guy that he was like, I'm the shit. I'm like, okay. And I versed him and took him. He didn't last very long.
Just like, wow, you weren't kidding. You are shit.
You really are shit. Like, good job. At least you acknowledged what you are. But anyways, what were you gonna say?
I think it's not important, but I think a big thing about that is people, like, it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's competitive, cooperative, or anything. People need to start being more humble, just on average.
Yep.
You know, like, I'm a guy with an ego sometimes, but even I know when, you know, there's a time to act like overconfident and zealous, but then there's a time when you should probably just, you know, shut up and watch, or you know, give someone else a turn to be in the spotlight.
Yep. It's those people though that are cocky little confident people that you can't help but kind of like just look at it like, really, dude? Like, come on. Come on, man. Don't be this way. You're making it less fun for everybody around you.
Oh boy. Us getting a little worse.
Hope you're not getting what I had.
Yeah, as long as it's not the Rona, I'll take whatever. I actually discovered, or I have a hypothesis. I'm the type of person, this is almost like a superpower I'm starting to feel. I'm the type of person who loves heat. I can bake in the sun and not have a problem with it. My body temperature is usually like hotter than everyone else's. And I think when I get sick, like when I start getting a fever, it doesn't hit me very fast. And it's because my body temperature goes up and up and up and up and up, and it doesn't bother me. I don't notice it. And the reason I say this is yesterday, it was this recently that I came up with this epiphany. I had a drink of ice water, and that ice water basically was so cold in my mouth, it gave me like almost instant brain freeze.
Oof.
And I realized it's because my body temperature was like ridiculously high. And although I am like a bit sluggish and whatnot, it didn't make me tired enough to like fall asleep very quickly. I stayed up till 6 in the morning yesterday, or I guess this morning. um, so like, it's just like an interesting little like quirk I've noticed about myself recently.
Huh.
Which also ties into something else I've mentioned before, where I would tell people like when I got sick, I wouldn't get as sick as everyone else, and when they got sick, they were floored, and I think it's all down to heat.
It's
Heat
possible.
isn't heat is never the thing that floors me. It's always like congestion or breathing issues.
Same here. Same here. Congestion issues are usually my biggest downfall.
Like even when I'm not sick, I carry around this little Vicks vapor inhaler, and if you are the type of person who hates getting a stuffy nose, carry one of these little Vicks vaporizer inhalers. They're just like these little like I don't know how to describe it. They're just like they look like a chapstick almost. And you just open it up. You give it a shake. You open it up. You know, you inhale. You inhale through your nose, or you put it up your nose and inhale. And it's basically just like Vicks, but it's a Vicks you can just keep in your pocket, whatever.
Hmm. And it's just like a nasal spray type thing.
It's there's like a Vicks vapor ball inside of this little plastic tube. So when you inhale it, the ball rises up to right in front of your nose. So you're just getting a big whiff of a Vicks ball essentially.
Damn. Okay.
It's so good, and like I stopped using them for a while because like the one I had I got like expired or something. I didn't have it no more, and then I came back and was like, or I tried to look for one again because I couldn't find one. I mean, I don't normally try to find one, but eventually I did find one in like a drugstore or something, and I'm like, man, why? Oh, how did I go on without this thing?
Yeah, I've been taking like a it's not Vicks, but it's like a nasal spray that I've been taking lately for just congestion issues, and I don't know, I've been having a lot of like a cough and congestion lately, and it's just been kind of like I don't know. It's been kind of hell. Been kind of hell lately. Ooh.
Yeah, that's actually another thing that kind of, I think if people were a little bit more humble and they didn't think they always had the answer to everything, people who are still willing to try new things, I think are always the best off in the long run.
I can agree with you on that.
I get it. I guess was a part of the reason I got it, or seems kind of irrelevant compared to what we've been talking about, but something I think about whenever like content creation comes up, because I honestly feel like the people who will have the most success as content creators and the least amount of friction trying to like do something online are the people are willing to do anything. Like not just people who are like, I'll put up with this if it means I'm going to be successful. I'm thinking people who are like, they see something and it will be like let's say you look on the Steam charts, for instance, and this is actually an idea I've been playing around with, because Steam has an official page where it tells you the current top 100 games being played at any given time. I know there's also Steam charts, which uses basically the same information. It's just better shown. But the reason I'm bringing up the the actual Steam Game Stats page is because it is literally all you need. You don't need fancy charts. You don't need like different categories. It is just the list of the peak 100 games played today. And this information for a content creator is useful if you can look at this list and be interested in playing most of the games on this list. And the reason I say that is because this list is literally most of the games the general populace is interested in playing. And if you are interested in playing every single game that every other person is interested in playing, you're gonna have a popular channel.
Yeah.
It might take a little bit, but I would even argue if you went at the top of this list and every day for 100 days played the first game, the next day you played the second game, the next play you played the third game. Personally, I would skip a few because like the top 5, except for New World, because for some reason New World is still the 3rd most played game on Steam. But like I wouldn't worry about playing Counter-Strike. I wouldn't worry about playing Dota. I wouldn't worry about playing Team Fortress 2. Basically any of the games where you could go on Twitch and see everyone is playing it. There are some exceptions, like New World was one of them. Grand Theft Auto is another one. If you're running RP community, or if you're in an RP for GTA, then there's room for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But if you went through most of the games and just bought the top 100 games on Steam and just played one at a time on a channel, and you don't even have to edit it, just play one after another, clip the front, clip the back, maybe have a little stinger at the beginning of the most interesting part of the playthrough, and then just upload it. Give it, the best description you can. Give it some tags. Give it, don't do anything that would self-sabotage your project. But if you just did that, I guarantee by the time you're at day 100, you will have a channel with traction. It's my theory, and I have very little evidence to confirm it, but I did play one of the games on this list recently, and it's what clued me in on this possibility that this would work.
Yeah.
The game I played was actually kind of further down on the list. It wasn't near the bottom, I don't think, but I played Risk of Rain 2. And my one Risk of Rain 2 video is disproportionately viewed. Yeah, and it's actually it's actually really close to the bottom now that I look at it. It's one of the few games that measures the player account in only 4 digits. Anyway, but because it's still one of the top 100 games being played right now on Steam, that is a clue as to why I think it was a successful, well, by my metric, a successful video. Other games that I've had success with are also on this list. Starbound, which is one of them, and admittedly, my data on Starbound is old because that was 7 years ago. But I think if someone wanted to basically do Bloons TD was another one that I had a disproportionate number of people show up and just watch the video, and I had lots of comments on that too. And it's further up on the list. But I would 100% say, go and look at that list, find something, and just make a one-off video on it. See how it does, and it will, and then report back to me because it'll help me with my my research.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. Speaking of games, I actually was thinking about buying you a game to see if it was something that, if you wanted to just play in your spare time or something you wouldn't want that you would want to play on your channel eventually. You've seen me play it before already. Probably. I've been streaming. I streamed it twice so far.
Is it that hero game?
Yeah.
I think I might own it.
Oh, do you?
What's it called again?
Under Hero.
Yes, I do own it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about getting you that game, but since you have it, then no worries. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
my library is getting out of hand. I get lost looking for games in my library now.
I'm getting there.
I am so close to my. Did I already? I don't know. I don't even know if I passed my goal anymore. I don't pay enough. Oh yeah, I passed a long time ago. I have a total of 1,021 items on my Steam profile.
Jeez. Ooh, Dust Skull. Ooh.
Oh man, if I got into the Pokemon card game, I don't even care. I will find my favorite Pokemon and find a way to make that a cornerstone of my deck.
I've had to come up with a strategy for decks like let me see here, deck manager, because you can make your own custom decks. And so what I do with my decks is I kind of just theme it like water. I do want to do like mixed decks eventually, but what I do is you can only have 60 cards in a deck. So I'm like, okay, well that would make sense to have 20 Pokemon cards, 20 trainer cards, and 20 energy cards in a deck, so that balances all out to 60. And it works out pretty well. It's just I'm not used to playing with a specific type of Pokemon. That's what's getting.
Man, the way you describe that, that's another tip I think I'd give to anyone playing any card game. Just look up the common ratio. You know?
Yeah.
What do people make? Like, what is the? It's usually with most deck types. It's aim for the smallest deck, so the minimum amount of cards, and then what's the secret Krabby Patty formula that the pros know about? That is about the limit of research I would encourage people to take, because when you start looking into specific cards, that's where you start running into the problem of you're getting way too competitive with a card game at that point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Unless of course you want it to be competitive, but this is for any card game. If you make it competitive, it does become less fun.
Oh yeah, and it's also like if you try going in adding in all your brutes, chances are you're not gonna pull those out within your first hand or not. It's all matter of luck. And I try to even everything out to where it's like, okay, I know I'm going to have something I can play on my first round and something that I can use to beef up my boy, or build up a defense or some sort of strategy within at least the first 2 rounds. But if you're sitting there like just trying to just go for brute force, chances are you're not gonna go too far.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and when I say learning ratios, a good one to learn is like how many strong cards versus how many weak cards, and what do people consider the threshold? Like when does the cost of the card turn into too expensive for this deck?
Exactly.
Oh.
I agree with you there. Well, Ray, I appreciate you joining me on the stream. I really do. That was a lot of fun. We need to do another card game stream. That would be great. Maybe we could do Magic the Gathering or something.
Oh man, like I'd feel better if we did it if I was joining a Magic the Gathering stream, because then I wouldn't shut up about Magic the Gathering instead of not shutting up about the game actually being played.
Well, I think let's do that. Let's plan for you and me to do a Magic the Gathering stream, like where you can teach me how to play Magic and we can go in together, and you can dive back into Magic and I can dive in it with you.
I think what might be fun is I might have you kind of join me on a kind of what we were doing, where it's like, you were being my co-host, and I might just have you co-host a couple games of Magic with me, just so I could just get out all of what I want to talk about with card games in kind of one video.
Hey, I'm down for that.
Just get it out of my system.
Whenever you're ready, let's do it. But anyways,
a lot of fun.
I thank everybody for watching the stream. I thank you, Ray, for joining me on the stream, and I'll definitely stream this game again next time. I'm gonna see if I can get Hothie on here, and she can. I promised her a rematch because she went easy on me last time, and I won by default. It wasn't by strategy. It was just by how many turns went by. So I won by default. But I will be streaming this again down the road. So thank you everybody for watching.